Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday evening. My name is Chris Fair. Welcome to my channel on YouTube streaming. And we are going to talk about 90 Day Fiancé. It's before the 90 days. We are in season 5, and this is episode 15, and it was great. It was great. No, it had all the things. I mean, yes, I did not like last week's episode. I always call it at like I see it, and I didn't see anything last week worth mentioning. And this week, honey, we got it all. Like this. It's like a Shakespearean comedy in that it ends with all the things: a wedding, a baby. There should be like a mixed up identity, kind of thing. Oh my God. I see people who were here before I got here because I'm fashionably late. Hi, T Jones. Heck, Mike. Mike is about whole. Oh yes, hi. Can't wait to hear Chris's take on the bitch slap heard around the world. Can you imagine getting physically attacked on stage on the biggest stage of the world? No, I cannot. No, I know that is not 90 day news, but news. Looked fake to me. I thought so too. At first, I thought it was fake. I think it's fake. Yeah, I think it's fake. You guys do too. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, well, here we are. I have a lot to talk about. Okay. Hi, Vegas. Hi. Hey, I'm happy you're here too. I'm already tired of hearing about the slap. I knew that the minute you opened social media, I was just like, slap, every meme, everything. I knew I was going to talk about it tonight. I know. Oh, Juan, I talked about it too. Oh my God, look at this. Happy to see you, Melody. Yes. Oh, thank you so much for this super chat. I'm happy to listen. I am so happy to see all of you. And I feel like as you give me so much love, please know I'm like giving it back. I can't wait to hear all your opinions too. This was not only a great episode of 90 Day Fiancé, which don't worry, we are talking about, but also obviously fun things are happening. Fun things. Mentionable things are happening in the world of pop culture, and then of course larger in the world, really devastating things. So we're pretending the devastating things aren't happening in this world. We are just talking about in the entertainment and pop culture world, the dumb things that are supposed to delight us. And although technically two people coming to fisticuffs on national television on like a very big glamorous stage isn't good, we can talk about it because I think it's fake. Because no one was going to watch the Oscars, and now everyone's talking about it. You know what it is? I feel like it was a more intense version of like an MTV-esque stunt they would pull for like VMAs. Like if you took that playbook, if you were a producer who had started off on MTV and was like, well, how did we get people watching? Crazy big ass displays. People are going to be talking about it. People's like fingers are going to be like going. People are going to like suddenly tune in. It happens. And then like people tune in that weren't watching because now they're going to see like if anyone says anything. And I was just like, it's too good. How could it not be? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't trust it. Come on, So that's how I think. I just want to I don't know anything at all. Okay. Not one thing. Okay. By the way, I didn't even watch the Oscars. Those aren't for me. So, award shows. So let's get into this episode and then we'll talk more about that at the end if people want to talk about it, or also random 90-day cast controversies that we have in the world, like that Nikki and Daddy Yellow Fever getting divorced and all that stuff. So that is Daddy Yellow Fever. We just a lot on the docket. Okay, so these people's lives are so staged we can't even tell if something is real or not. I know, and especially with someone like Will Smith and like Jada Pinkett Smith, who like started doing a talk show, roundtable, intimate, family orientated therapy show where you just lay bare everything, and they've laid bare lots of things. So it's just, and in the realm of reality star and circus and media, what is real and what is not is just like, I don't know the line. And I, by the way, like, if me not knowing the line means that I will always be comfortably behind some sort of like protective shield of anonymity, fine. Anonymity, fine. Because I don't know. I just want to live in my bubble. I just want to like, I think that I honestly like, I would rather lean more toward like homesteading with a bunch of kids, truly. You've missed nothing, okay? You've missed nothing. We're talking about Will Smith. Okay, I'm gonna really have to like tell in the comments that like at 5:50 or whatever, she finally starts talking about 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. It was a great episode. And I think this is the second to last episode before we get into the tell-alls. Who knows? I don't understand how math works, nor how episodic television works, nor how television works, I guess. I don't quite understand it. So, hi guys. Hello. So, let's get in. I'm just going to read my notes off of my docs on my phone. So, by the way, for some reason on my docs, it just won't let me write Hamina, and it always changes her name to Cinema, which makes me really upset. So, let's talk about Gino and Jasmine. So it starts off with the fact that Jasmine now has moved into a brand new Panama home. Now, she had kind of set this up that like what, like that she just needed to move into one, like, or her roommate had to move out, or like she didn't want to live with a roommate anymore, or maybe did she get fired from her job for the teaching because he said the news, or was going to, or whatever. I'm not quite sure. So it's interesting. It's just like it's been a roller coaster. So they're now in this new place, and he says that he is giving her rent. I can't tell if it's the entire, is Wah here? Oh, why? Why? She gave her roommate hell. Oh, she was horrible. I can't imagine. Just like that voice in the middle of the night. Oh my God, please. And just how I've also lived with someone on top of me that used to like drop her barbells, and she was a workoutaholic. And I can't believe it was very jarring to like live in some sort of structure where someone else is dropping barbells. Nothing is more really just like, I mean, unnerving. It's an unnerving sound because it's not only sound, it's energy. You feel it, like it's a little mini earthquake. Ugh. So he is giving her $700, whether that's the entire rent or whatnot. And she's just like, that's nothing for you. And is it $700 for that beautiful one-bedroom townhome? That's like a pretty good, that's definitely cheaper than Los Angeles, like 700, like if she's paying 300 and it's really 1,000, like I'm not quite sure the exact math. And he also says he says that his personal value is $650,000. 650,000 is what he says. So there has been like some internet sleuths who've said like that he has inherited money. He suddenly starts talking about his finances a lot in this episode, just like willy-nilly, honey, just like I've made money in stocks and blubbity bloob this. And so, I mean, his net, okay, so yeah, is all his money 650,000? All of it? Is that the entire thing? Only because it's like, why are you talking about numbers too? It's just so interesting. Anytime anyone talks about a number, I want to like immediately do some math to it. Are you adding or are you subtracting? Is he saying that he is worth less so that she doesn't try and take him for more money? Or, like more? Is he saying he's worth more? Who knows? So she's saying in this apartment that like now that he is, supporting her, like Thank you, but it's completely necessary. And she knows that he can do it. And he's like somewhat confusing, trying to be like, well, I don't know how long I can do it. And she's like, well, as long as it takes for me to get to your place. And then once I get to your place, I'll be spending even more money to redecorate your whole place because then it'll be my reign. It's like the Larissa is the queen, my reign is the queen talk. Listen, I like it. I get it. And Gino's like, that sounds expensive. She's like, yeah, that's why you're going to be saving money for and or getting a job. You pick. Both would be great. Save money and get a job. Because I will spend through that $650,000 that you have in the bank real quick. Real quick. No, not even. Like once I get you have no idea how easily I can spend money and I can't wait to. And I can't wait to get there and spend all of it. So start making it, like if I were you, I mean you're an uphill battle. Let's just say this. If I'm the tortoise or you're the tortoise and I'm the hare, I'm giving you a head start now for the race. Because once I'm coming, I'm hitting the ground, I'm running. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Run, don't walk. Okay, so he's like, okay, he goes to bed and then she takes a nap and he like can't wait to like be without her for a second. He goes to like a Pandaria. Oh my God, you see this bakery looks so good with a bunch of yummy things everywhere. He's like, that looks good. Could I get that? Or whatever, God bless. I have that moment a lot. I mean, unfortunately a lot or whatever. I wish I didn't have that moment, but sometimes I go into French bakeries and I'm like, oh my God. Or like Porto's. There's so many moments in like LA. Porto's is amazing. In like Newport Beach, there's like Rye's great, but that's really small. There's a lot of like Mulan. It's like so good where there's like, you just walk in. Oh my God, there's this French baked place on PCH in Côte d'Amour I went to the other day. Like my favorite is like a fruit tart. Oh, like fresh bread and that yeast in the air, honey. Nothing is like it. He walks in, he's just like, I want bread. He gets like whatever he wants. He sits down. He calls his uncle. Sorry, my phone. I dropped my phone. My little like wallet part came undone. His uncle Marco, honey, and Uncle Marco is like, giving him all of the, the deets, or like giving him like, that older dude, older male energy, family energy, coming in strong. And he's like, they're talking about it, and Uncle Marco must have thought that Jasmine was there the entire time, but that just Uncle Marco couldn't see her. Like she was off camera because he is just really sweet. Like, they're obviously, Gino's talking about the relationship. He's like, oh, like I want to like, we're going to get married. Or like we got engaged, blah, 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 blah. And Uncle Marco's like, great. This is fantastic. What a fairy tale start. And for us who've watched this, it's the opposite of a fairy tale start. I mean, it's been like Gino just like so many things like like Jasmine just like shrieking at him like and screaming at him and like his toes and just like the nudes, you know what I'm saying, and like the text messages, like every part of it has been like definitely not fairy tale. Like I mean, only because like I watched a lot of Disney growing up, and I mean just there are fairy tales that I know dear, like in my soul I am some version of Little Mermaid and that's Ariel and Aurora from Sleeping Beauty together. I'm both those things together. I'm a Pisces, as you know. And so and I my dad like raised me, and so like that makes me feel like Little Mermaid. And the other part of me, I've always felt like Aurora a little bit because like I don't know, I just really connected with her. Anyway, that's a fairy tale. Guess what's not a fairy tale? Gino and Jasmine. Not one bit. You know why? How I know? Because I go to Disneyland a lot. And there's no like Gino and Jasmine land. There's no like nudes. Like where am I gonna take my nudes? Like is with Mickey, honey? They're gonna be like blasted all over the internet to like all my exes? Absolutely not. It's not a fairy tale. I too am a Pisces. It's exhausting. Oh, seriously. I'd sell them a soul for bread. Oh, I love bread so much. So Anyway, so once, Uncle Marco was like, "So is Jasmine there?" Whatever, and like, Gino's like, "No, no, no." And he's like, "Oh, okay, great. So let's talk. Like, have you gotten that prenup situation one on one?" And Gino's like, No, no, not at all. No." He's like, "We gotta fucking do it because you didn't do it before." And then we get a bunch of other information, like not just the Gino information about his stupid financials, which I mean, I guess I want to know, but at the same time, I don't know if I knew the extent of the fact that Gino's ex was also a lady from a Latin country, this one Brazil, not Colombia, but came over on a fiance visa. Did I know that? I mean, I don't think I quite put all that together because I knew what his ex sugar baby looked like, the one that like supposedly was the texter or whatever, the DMer of all those things, because like I looked it up. I keep saying like I hate that about myself, but I didn't know what his ex-wife, who his ex-wife was. So I now we all know that. If we knew that before and I just like didn't pick up on it, fine. Um, so yeah, I don't know what to tell you. He has to talk about it, and he doesn't want to talk about it because if he knows his Jasmine, which he does know his Jasmine, that she's going to freak out. She likes to freak out, and she just wants all the money or whatever. Jasmine does talk about money a lot. Like it isn't like she's privy to the fact that he has money. She knows that he has money, and she knows that he's spent money an X amount on other people, and she wants to make sure that she gets all the money, the most money, and so it isn't like she doesn't ever talk about it. And she needs parts of it. Here's the thing. Jasmine wants to look good. Jasmine in the confessionals is the Jasmine that I think that she wants to look like. And the Jasmine that we're seeing on TV looks a little like she needs like some love and care. If we were to micro analyze certain um just like basic beauty upkeep things, like she's a very attractive woman and she's very fit, I'm just saying, but I know that she would probably want to get her extensions done. I know that she wants to get her nails done. I think she wants to get her eyelashes done more than like, like these are the things that women who like are presenting like that, like want, and Jasmine talked about it. Like, I think that she's just like, I used to look better. And then, and when she said that, that's why I picked it up. I said it before, when she told him, I used to look better, that I don't look that good since I've been dating you. I swear to God, what she's saying is you should. Oh, my bruise, it looks so bad. Sorry. What she's saying is you should be paying for me to look good for both of us. For you, for me. For you, for me. So Jasmine has not talked about her boys joining her in the States. Odd. No, never. Jasmine got made at the Brazilian house decor. Jasmine got made at the Brazilian house decor. Mad. Oh, got mad. Yes, 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 yes. So, we will see. We will see. They go to this meal, and before Gino can open his mouth and make a flat sounding vowel to talk about the prenup or whatever he's going to talk about, she goes in on this thing about the fact that that she had gone on social media, and we were like, oh shit, would you see your titties? No, just kidding. That his ex-wife is still using his last name. And she's upset about that. She's like, I want that name. She doesn't deserve that last name. She should go back to her maiden name. She didn't give you any kids, so why would she have that last name? Yay. Hi, Boo. Oh, I love everyone. Yeah, she could actually find a sugar daddy. She told us this, Brittany. She could find the sugar daddy of sugar daddies. No, she knows that. She knows that. So anyway, she goes, I want to have your last name, and you're going to have to like ask her for it back. And if she doesn't just willy-nilly just give it to you, then X, Y, and Z, dot, dot, dot. I was like, "What are we gonna do? We gonna do sue her? Can you? What? Can you sue someone for your last name back?" I wish I knew. I don't know. Like that sounds somewhat familiar, but like, what the? How would you? Like that sounds crazy. Oh my God, Mama Baby Piggy Blanket! There's no way on earth my ex-husband gonna even think about asking me to change my last name. I was talking to Quasi about that today. Okay, yeah, like I I don't understand. Like that's yeah, I don't understand. It's like almost like a ring. Like how how do you take it back if you've changed your name like legally? She okay, so Gino's ex, I would have to know the following information. Does Gino's ex still live in America? Did she change her name and live in America, or did she go back to Brazil? I mean, there's a billion things I want to know. And I saw this tweet, which I think that we all could agree that like we deserve both of Gino's exes. The blonde one that I know what she looks like because she's the one that's like the sugar daddy one that like sent all the texts. Thank you, by the way, so much to Baba Baby Begin Blanket for that incredibly generous super chat. That's so generous. Thank you so much. I just read it and just thought and forgot to thank you because I was just like into this conversation. But I love you and thank you so much. We deserve both women there. Like we want both there. We want to talk about Gino. We want to see Jasmine have to deal with, the Brazilian ex and the sugar daddy blonde one. I want to see both. I want to hear their voices. I want to see their boobies. I want to see them all. When I say I want to see their boobies, what I really mean is I wanted to see their souls and their truth. What lies underneath their boobies, the souls and truths of them. So. Okay. Can you believe that we are done with that? Oh, so we can't even bring it up, So anyway, so that's like that's sorry, that's what I said. It's like it's a perfect move because she like says all that. She's just like, I'm so mad at this, and she, like, Poppity Blue, like, give me back my name back. And so he's just like, she's so worked up about the last name, like I can't actually like bad timing for that whole prenup thing. And so he does it. It's smart. It's smart. By the way, side note is, did you guys, I love a hypervolt. I ended up buying this little mini like Theragun one too, and it's also great. I keep it here because like I can. Oh, not right there, but like, oh, I love this. Just like your feetsies or whatever. Oh, it feels so good. This one's cheaper than the other one. This one like can really, like help you after a workout as well as just like get into those pockets and those arms, honey. Like, oh, I really do love it. That's just the mild setting. And if you have a friend and you can do each other, great. So we'll see what happens. He's supposed to bring it up, and but she really dodged a bullet for that one. I mean, she was. It's like a producer told her it was coming, and she like manufactured this whole thing. If she did, I think she's might be a genius. I'm not quite sure, but you could tell me that. I would believe it. So next on the list, I'm just gonna talk about Ben and Mahogany. So this is just horrible. So after she like left him because she didn't want to talk to him, God bless, and he was just like, "What? She left me. I have to pay for like my own like Uber ride." And then he gets back to whatever San Bartolo or whatever, and then he still texts her and he's like, "My love, meet me at the place we first met, and let's just see if God shows up in the form of a Cupid to send a bow and arrow of Jesus' love into our hearts and reignite the flame that Jesus wants to keep." You know what I'm saying? You're just like, oh, it's so horrible. It's really hard. Okay, so he is just like, oh, I forgot to put up any pictures. Oh well, let me go down here. I take pictures and then I just forget to put them up. So, oh, I see. That's it. Sorry. Oh, I'm gonna do a good job. Wow. Oh, no, I can't. I'm sorry, what happened? I see. I did something wrong, my loves. Give me technical details. I had uploaded pictures, but I didn't realize that I just never deleted any of the pictures. And there is actually, um, there is a little bit of limitation. I'm not being able to see what I want to see. I want to show you things. So give me 1 second. All right. Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. All right. So then I am so sorry. God bless. So basically he's like, come meet me at this beach or whatever. And she's like, she shows up. We're like, why did you even show up? Surprised you even did. She comes over there, I love me, my like Hannah Montana, blah 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 blue. She's so so very interesting, and he is so monstrously wrong, and specifically for her, but also in this situation, and just like it's really a cringeworthy situation. So many of these are, from Kim to him to Mike to Gino. It's just the cringiest. I mean, truly, is this what the show is? I mean, not everyone has it, but I think that there's definitely this one note that gets hit a lot of just utter, "Ooh," with a lot of these couples. So, and Ben has it. Ben has it, honey. And if you don't think that Ben is going to let us know, he takes Mahogany down the pier, and then he's like, I got you a present because I'm still in love with you. And the present is a bear, a teddy bear, a like boop, boop, 99 cent Valentine's Day CVS teddy bear, a teddy, but it's the scratchiest. Look at them eyes. Those eyes at least can peer into your soul in a way that Ben's can't. I mean, why am I talking? I know what I'm saying is me, but I'm just, look at that bear that he got that 20-nothing-year-old. This pink man got this bear for this 22-year-old child Hannah Montana Disney star. That's what we're watching right now. Okay, so I don't know where you are in your life, but I guess we're all here doing this. And we have to talk about it. This is horrible. And the producers know that. And I mean, Ben, like, I don't mean to be mean, but at the end of the day, we have to call a spade, and like when there's violence on television, as we've maybe have seen little pockets of over the last 24 hours, we call it out. And also, this was violent to me. This picture is Will Smith and Chris Rock. This picture is mildly, and tell me it's not. Tell me it's not. What? Wait. It says amore because that is what I call you, me amore. Yes. Why? Do you want to come on the show? Do you want to talk? Tell me if you want to talk in the comments. I just like, it really hurts, truly it hurts, the teddy bear is rendered speechless. I mean, come on, that teddy, look at that, like, what's around the teddy bear's neck? A noose. I mean, the teddy bear wants to like kill himself. I'm so sorry. Like, I feel bad for the teddy bear, horror show. I mean, every part of this is just like, I can't. Okay, so Basically, then after that, she is just like, "Oh, thank you so much for the bear." And then she's like, um, "This is just so crazy. This is so confusing." And he's like, "Is it confusing?" And he just starts, he just makes out with her. He just is like, "Is this confusing?" He just knows that she's in mid sentence, and he just goes in for it because he felt it slash Jesus made him. Jesus made him kiss her. Jesus made him French kiss her on that pier, honey. That's what Jesus wanted. Um, okay, she's can't. She's comfy wah. She's comfy wah in bed. She wants to just like be like dee, 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 dee. Just be in her bed and just make her comments. Honey, she doesn't want to like put on any sort of light in her face. She doesn't want that in life. She's comfy wah now. We're all in bed with wah, see? Yeah. You deserve to spectate. Yeah, because she does her own, she has to like, God bless. So in this kiss, he goes in for it, and I don't like it. And she doesn't look happy about it. She has that thing where her hand is on his like back in such a way where there's a stiffness there that is kind of like trying to get through what's happening to her. I hate it. But he, of course, is like, this is great. Now, later on, she does say that he's a good kisser. Okay, she does say it. So whether I'm right or wrong, God bless, she does say that he's a good kisser. And I'm only telling you what I saw, though. What my eyes said, like she didn't see, like she was kind of like, and whether she's young and she doesn't know how to kiss or whatever, it didn't seem great. No, it didn't seem great. So whether she said it was great, I think that she's young. I don't care how maturdo, whatever I keep saying. I don't know how she says it, maturdo. Obviously, it's mature, but like however you say it in like her language. God bless. I don't understand. She can be that maybe in some ways, but she doesn't know how to kiss yet. If she thinks that's good kissing, honey, because I can read body language and you didn't know it in your soul. You did not like it. Mm-mm. No, Pinky. No, this little Pinky, go home. No, this little Pinky doesn't have to like, kiss this roast beef, honey. So, he says that was hot. And I beg to differ. And he's like, "What do we do now?" Oh, I guess go. She's like, "Go home. We're both gonna go home." And I feel like after the whole Jesus thing and everything, I feel like if he was like, "What do we do now?" And if she was like, "You go back to my place," he would have. They would have boned. He would have been like, Jesus wanted me to do it. But she's like, "Go home. We're going home now." And he weirdly kissed me. I want to go home now. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, we're gonna start over, have one more chance. And she's like, okay, sure, or whatever. And they hang out again or whatever. And this time, then he's like, wants to ask her about the things that he was confusado about. When she was confusado, you know what you did? You stuck your tongue down her throat. But then now suddenly you're confusado about some preguntas that you have about her like age and stuff like that. And suddenly the minute that he asks her, he's like, yeah, just I have the texts where you said you were 24. And she's like, no, I don't remember that. And he's like, no, I have it on texts, the exact text. I have them here. And she's just like, I want to leave. And she suddenly just gets up and wants to suddenly bolt. And I'm like, what? How is this? Okay, here's the thing. Is this the reaction that you wanted to have last night, but you didn't have it last night? And now you're having it now? And because she's like, well, you are crazy too. Like you didn't. I know your situation with your ex-wife. At the same time, everyone wants to talk about also that they communicate such an interesting fashion, which is basically in English and Spanish at any given time, they perfectly understand each other. And then sometimes when they don't understand each other, it's for the most mundane, somewhat elementary words. And you're like, I mean, if you were to tell me that they don't speak she doesn't speak any English and you don't speak any Spanish or Portuguese, wait, is it Portuguese? Where's she from? Peru? Peru. What are they? I don't know. God bless. I think, kill me. I'm not quite sure. So, if you were to tell me that the the work that Jesus is doing for that relationship is just purely like a translator, super specific translator where he's just in each one of their souls, just like translating the words. I would, I guess, feel like, yeah, I mean, I guess he's doing the work, honey, because they communicate as if they both speak the same language until one word trips them up, like confusado. Confusado. Whew. Never can't think about what that would mean. I don't know. No say, esta palabra. They're speaking Spanish. Thanks, Wa. Wa's so happy she's in her bed, comfy, cozy, Wa, and not like talking to me, Wa. I love Wa. Cozy Wa is a specific Wa, and it's like there's like sometimes I'll call Wa and she'll be in cozy mode Wa, and there'll be like a blanket above her head where I just think like she's like tented herself. She's like, is there like she like underneath covers? Is there like a flashlight underneath her face? Is she going up at? I'm just it's so interesting. She was speaking English most conversation, but he was speaking in tongues. I feel like she was doing this only for the show. Yeah. It's just, it's very interesting. Okay, so basically, again, she's just like, I want to leave. I do not want to be here, and I won't be here a moment longer. I've told you now, and I've told everyone here, honey, I am out. Outie 5,000. Bye. And then she does. She just gets up, she leaves. She's like, I can't believe it. And like, we're like, well, Jesus and us, we really need you to hear this when we say, safe flight, Ben. Safe. Come on, let's go. So Memphis and Hamza. So this starts off, honey. I love this. Okay, so Memphis is getting full like henna. Okay, I mean, oh my god, I'm like dying. It's like they're in wedding time now because of course, like they're gonna sign the prenup. Everything's fine. It's fine for now. Whatever. God bless. And I like. Okay, so henna doesn't really happen in the traditions of my like culture and faith. But I have such a love affair / desire to have like some sort of henna done. Like, I think white henna looks so beautiful. It's so pretty. And as Memphis is getting it done, I'm just like, oh, this looks great. And Ash is getting it done. Oh, Baba Baby Beaking Blanket. Thumbs it up. Thumbs it up, thumbs it up. If not for me, for this baby, thumbs it up, thumbs it up, thumbs it up, thumbs it up, thumbs it up. Okay. So the mom is just feeding everyone. I mean, she's just like trying to feed Memphis. She's like, you don't want you to faint, but what she's trying to feed her is like chicken liver. Memphis is like, no. No. Is there like a little like ground beef patty there? Is there like some kefta? Is like ground beef kefta? Or just like, is there a shish tawuk, like a chicken kebab? And then like Hamza comes in, she's like feeding him off the plate too. It's like so cute. We know you love me some like Hamza mom. You know what I'm saying? Like Hamza moms is the greatest of moms. So Hamza's mom is so great that she is totally allowed to wear a like head to toesy woesies children's outfit of like Hello Kitty, Hello Kitty. Now I like Sanrio. Now listen, I love it. I have been loving Sanrio since I've been a child. I love a Sanrio. So if you're going to, like show me a little like weird love affair with like Sanrio or Sailor Moon or, like vintage Disney, like if it's going to be like head to toe Aurora, like I've said, like, I'm not going to be that mad at it. I'm going to be okay with it. God bless, God bless. So we also learned in this episode that, we obviously been knowing that Hamza's sister is gorgeous. That at the wedding that Hamza's dad is going to be there, and Hamza's dad comes with like his brother or something like that, and Hamza's dad has the exact same face as Hamza. My God, I mean, my God, every day Hamza's mom lives in the same house with the same face that she got a divorce from. Hamza does not look like his mom. His mom and his sister look like somewhat alike, but like definitely Hamza looks just like that dad. They're all good looking people. But what I'm saying is Hamza looks like his dad. So now here is where it gonna start. So yeah, the dad comes and the dad's totally chill. The dad, I mean, when I say totally chill, I mean basically catatonic, but like sits in the chair, doesn't really say much, like has, a mask on, God bless, takes it down. The uncle doesn't say anything. The mom comes over to like shake hands. It's a little bit awkward. They're doing the best they can for the cameras. We're like, okay, like I wonder what the sister would say. Oh, Naomi, what are you gonna say? I finally made it to a live with more than 2 minutes left, and I'm so happy about it. I adore Hamza's mom. She seems lovely on the inside and out. 2 minutes left, honey. I'm gonna keep going, but 2 minutes and maybe for you. Nice to see you, Naomi. They want the best for Hamza. They are both beautiful souls. Yeah, it was really nice to see. They seemed like somewhat okay with it, and listen, I want to get married in Tunisia now. God bless. It looked really, really great. So let me tell you what I will do is bring my own makeup bag. Suddenly we see the makeup artist, and the makeup artist, my God, Wah, I can't wait to see what Wah says about this. Now that I'm doing this live and go back and Wah, this is where I really need you to come through. Okay, and I can't wait to hear what you said. So immediately we see a B footage of a palette shot of the makeup artist that's doing the makeup for Memphis's wedding. Okay, and it's a, a questionable palette of origin, ingredient, texture, quality of ingredient, mixture, color profile. Already, when I see it, I'm like, oh, what is this woman gonna do? What is this? What is this makeup? Who's doing this makeup? Who is doing the makeup? Is it a cousin? It's a cousin. It's cousin. And what colors does this cousin have at her disposal, honey? And I mean, not a lot, not a lot. So then, they get ready. Hamza comes down wearing the most lovely suit, and he really looks great. And Memphis comes down, and this is not, she is very happy. She's really happy. She's confused by what's going on because she basically doesn't know how anything works wedding wise there, but she's going along for the ride and learning as she's going by literally getting married and then learning about it the moment after it happens that it happens. But they have like a little like brigade of scooters that take them to place. The ceremony's real fast. Yes, her foundation is like incredibly light for her, like just so light where you're like, oh man, oh no, almost no. Like I would. Is it that? Almost no foundation would have been better. Just some concealer. Like oh god, it was so light. And it just hurts me, as a makeup lover, and God bless that we have at our disposals nowadays just like better ranges of colors, because it's rough. So the hood that she's wearing it looked like it was for rain, like this hood looked like it was like rainproof, which is interesting because it rained all day today. So she's like, "Oh, I don't understand how anything's happening, she just like is there, like it's like a Disneyland ride happens to her, like a Tunisian like wedding happens to her, and she's just like, oh, smile. Um But then here she is, honey. Then they finally decide to go on their honeymoon, where they can freely boink, and they're having a lot of fun just traipsing around. And then right when the cameras catch up, she's like, you know what? I've been feeling a little weird. Um, Hamza, will you sit down? He had brought her in like yummy breakfast. By the way, that breakfast looked insane. It was just like latte with, you could see a big thick head, and croissants with probably a little bit of butter or like a little like jam on the side. I mean, ooh. Basically, she's like, no, I'm not going to eat that for some reason. Come sit down for me to tell you that I'm pregnant. And he's like, what? I'm sorry, who? What? This man, for some reason, I guess is like a minute man, and all it takes is a minute, I guess, takes 50 seconds, I guess. He's a minute man, but it only took 50 seconds. I don't have to tell you. It worked. It worked. He's, yeah, I mean, now here's where it gets like when she's 3 weeks pregnant, which means they conceived like right before they got married, like the week before. Was it when they were like drinking those margaritas and those mango blubbity blues, like when they went on that vacation? Now we've been knowing they were, that they had a kid, like we've been knowing that. So, but so interesting how sudden it could feel. I don't understand why she didn't use her own foundation. She wore foundation every day. And that, I, I, I don't know. I don't know. I wish it didn't happen for her. No one deserves that. I think that Memphis is really hot too. So God bless. Well, she was there for a month. So yeah, she got it in. She just, that's just, it was, well, she just got it in, honey. Just that baby got in her. You know what I'm saying? Like that baby. I mean, I feel like once I saw it on television, my first thought was, "Oh, they're gonna, like, definitely be a spinoff. They're gonna, like, go full Andre Libby." My other thought was, isn't it funny that this was before the 90 days? I guess, or shouldn't this couple have been on the other way? She just other wayed them. Is it that because she doesn't wanna live there? Sorry, my nose is itchy. Um, anyway. Because it isn't like they can go on 90-day fiancé now. They're already married. But there's someone hoping that like this aids in the, I'm sorry, no, in his getting his like visa faster. She can't move there with the kids. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, just all happened. Just bada bing, bada boo. uh, did I talk about everyone? Oh, you know who I didn't talk about? Kim and Usman. You know why? I just like don't care about Kim and Usman. I think that I got it into my soul that Kim and Usman are fake. I just don't believe it. I just can't believe it. She's so crazy and he just is like whatever, so it's like I don't have to tell you, like I just kind of like half paid attention to their segment, which is like she leaves and he doesn't want to kiss her, and like they like she's sorry to leave and she's sad that she's gonna leave, and she says I love you over and over again, and he's like, safe flight. Safe flight. Mm-hmm. Safe flight. Right? I don't think they're fake. I think he's faking it for her. God. Kimberly, I know. It's just that like I can't even like talk about it. It's like I don't like that's all that happened. It's like I mean, I guess I don't know. That's just like she if she's 100% into it and we're just watching that happen, it's just like another crazy manipulation of someone that basically we don't quite understand like how strong their cognitive abilities are. Like that's what it feels like for so many of these people sometimes. Oh, I haven't talked about Mike and Hamina. Um, sorry, that's my last one. Oh, Mike and Hamina are my last peeps. I'm sorry, I'm like stretching. Usman never said goodbye to Kimberly. She said, I love you twice. Yeah, 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 yeah. Absolutely. She's like, I love you. He's like, yeah, not even trying. Not even like, I'm ditto. Okay. The hardest by far couple, and I mean by the most intense situation of the night happens between Mike and Hamina, who my phone just refers to as Cinema. They won't let me spell her name, any other way, and that's what I have to do. And so, God bless. I hate this. I hate this so much. So basically, Mike and Hamina are arguing, and he has had every person besides Jesus. For some reason, Jesus is too preoccupied with Ben's love life to come give Mike a sign that he should absolutely leave and not be in this relationship anymore. But God and Jesus are, in Peru, as we know, and Mike's friend, everyone's been like, please leave. She hates you. And he won't leave because he thinks the fact that she will allow him to sleep in the place means that there could be a chance. So, he has run away from cameras as we like have seen, and it's been really really awkward. It reminded me of like Paula running away. I mean, he just like looked back. He just like was a little like he, God bless, kind of looked like mildly like a feral animal who like got entrapped, honey, and just like a little raccoon in the middle of the night skittering away. And I hate to say that, but that is true. I mean, it was just not the greatest or whatever, and she just has to like sit there, and then he has to come back, and then he's like, can I sleep in the house? And he's like, ugh, God bless. He like comes back. She does not want him there. He is like begged to be there. She's like, don't step on the rug. She hates when he brings like all the streets onto his shoes, onto the rug. And he goes inside and she's just like, I hate this. Oh, wait. I messed up. There's two things that happened. I messed up two things. Sorry. So she does not want him to come back to the house. He says he wants to come back to the house, and she's like, "No, you can go." They've gotten the fight over paying for things, and she's like, "I don't want to ever see you. I don't want to like be in a relationship with you. Absolutely leave." And he is like loses his mind, and that's when he runs away. And then he wants to come back, and like she's like, "Maybe I'll let you sleep." He's like, "This is." I'm like trying to make sure like this is like when she's like, "You can." Yeah, this is when. I'm sorry. I was right the first time. I'm sorry, my loves. This is where it's a little confusing. Yes, when he runs away, she gets him to be okay with it by being like, "You can come back to the place and sleep in the other room." And that's what he does. That's what he's going to do. So that's what happens. He comes back in the house, he takes off his shoes. She's talking to his sister, her sister, and she's like, "Yeah, he ran off running. It was so embarrassing. But I don't want to be with him anymore at all. Like this is completely over." And even though he gives me all this money and like the rent and everything for the house, before he dated me. We still had food, we had a roof, and it will happen again. So the next day, he's gonna like go. He's like comes down. She like makes him coffee, which is nice because she doesn't have to. He like packed her stuff, and then he like calls her love, and he's just like just kidding, Hamina. He's like, "Well, I'm packed." Um, and then she's like, "Okay." And he comes in, and then he just she wants to give him back the rings that he got her. And he's like, "Don't give me back the rings because this relationship is not over," basically. And she's like, "No, this relationship is absolutely over. Here, take the rings. I'll never see you again. Maybe as friends or whatever, but like definitely not as lovers." And he loses his goddamn mind. Now, when he loses his mind, his ego is so hurt. He wants to hurt her, but he doesn't realize that he is the dumbest person ever. And it's just like, "Oh, what are you going to do without me? Don't you know I'm the best thing that has ever and could ever happen to you," or whatever. And she's like, "No, you're absolutely not. And I'll just go back to doing what I was doing before, like modeling." It's like, "What kind of modeling?" "I'm going to get you. What kind of modeling? Is it the adult porn internet modeling?" And she's like, "Yeah, the same modeling you met me doing. Because I was always doing it. So yeah, I can do that again." And he's like, later on, she goes on to say that he was at those rooms all the time, every day, all day long, just giving her money to do whatever. And that in the confessionals on the show is when he was like, reached out to her and was like, "Okay, can we date or whatever it is? Like, give me money. Like, you don't have to work here or anywhere." And she's like, "Okay, fine." I hate this scene, and it's truly horrible and so crazy that he tries to villainize her in a way that is like using her past, her sex work, her whatever, like where she is monetarily, her whatever, against her in a way that only makes him look even more foolish and completely contemptible. And I don't have to tell you, it feels like obviously horrible, like a incredibly manipulative, incredibly egotistical, incredibly crazy. It feels like maybe, yeah, I mean, maybe being single is where it's at. I don't know. It was so horrifying and made me. It's like how do I feel about Hamina? Isn't like bad or good. I don't. She's not. Hamina's never been like an untrustworthy character. She has allowed things to go on for however long, but she's always been incredibly truthful about everything that she's gotten from him. And when in this moment when she is getting like attacked and abused by him in this way, like verbally and like in a manipulative way, the way that she handles herself is so admirable that it makes me feel like, oh, she's better than I would be. She's just like, "Leave my house." And he's like, "No, I pay the rent here so I can stay." And then we're just like, "You're disgusting. You leave. You absolutely leave." He calls her a bitch to the producer. He's just like, and he also says, "Son of a bitch." I don't even know. It makes no sense or whatever. He's disgusting. I mean, he really has to go. The sister is like, "Look, if you just leave, you can come back in the morning." And he's like, oh my God. She's probably so happy. She's gonna sleep like an angel without that owl just sitting on perched on her bedroom, just like looking at her all night. Oh my God. Poor Hamina. Ugh. By the way, Hamina has like done all the things. She's just like gotten lips done, gotten eyebrows done, honey. She's just like a new woman. She has a brand new boo, honey. I think she's engaged, honey. Like, we don't even know this person anymore. This is, you know, because reality shows have to be shot and edited, what we're looking at is obviously not real time. Like what we're looking at are shots from the past, dialoguing moments in history that no longer exist. It's the exact same thing as when you look up into the stars at night. When you look up into a starry night, maybe tonight, if you look into the sky and you can see light, the light coming at you, you may think, is from a star. Let's just say it is. The light coming at you from a star is a picture in time a long time ago. The star may or may not exist as you see it today. It could be gone or not, or be different in some way, completely, just like Hamina's love life. And the picture we see now of her and Mike is a distant memory to Hamina, just like a star's light that we see on Earth could be perhaps a distant memory to that actual star's existence for as long and how long it takes light to come and travel. Anyway. Ay, ay, ay. So, I just really don't know what to tell you about Mike except safe flight. Hate it so much. I wish that Kimberly could have just packed Mike in her bag, honey, and just like brought him home. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, truly. I kept you off the street. Oh yeah. I mean, that ish got deep. I just like LOLs. Owl. Yeah, you guys are just like, it was so disgusting. And when he called her stupid too, like later, like, and he didn't know that like what he was actually saying, like he isn't like, and when he feels a need to say son of a bitch in Spanish, like he is just horrible. And one moment that was an LOL moment, did you pick up the fact when Hamina's sister's like, look, you're like basically his first and only girlfriend for the rest of his life that he's ever going to have or ever will have or ever had. You know what I'm saying? So, like, of course, he's going to be like a little upset. Meanwhile, my daughter, God bless, honey, she's just like, I'm doing everything I can to tell you to like disconnect from my sister, safe flight from my sister, leave now. Don't be here no longer. You don't have to say goodbye to the kids. Like, you don't like, it is so crazy for him to be like, no, I just gotta stay and say goodbye to your kids. I mean, it's like, no, they're my kids, and I know you don't. If I don't want to say look at you 1 second, I don't give a shit about my kids and you. Like, no, you don't. I mean, you're crazy. You are absolutely insane. I mean, and you got to get the hell out of my house. Get out of my house. I mean, at one point, I was like, I bet Hamina has like some cousins or some friends, some male friends, that if she really were like, dude, this guy won't leave my house, they would probably come and show up, and I bet you Mike would leave. You know what I'm saying? She just needs like 2. Probably just 1. 3 would really bring it home. Like, what are you gonna do, Mike, if like 3 of her like cousins come over and have you and she's just like, oh, by the way, he called me a stupida and he won't leave. And he's threatening like me or whatever. He wants to say goodbye to my kids. Mike would surely pack up real rapido. Oh, Naomi, thank you so much for this super chat. That's so sweet. Thank you. Oh, ugh. That's incredibly kind. I really, really appreciate that super chat. It makes me feel real good. Believe it or not, I needed to hear something like this tonight. It somehow plugs a hole. Good. Honey, I'll plug a hole. Hmm. If you can get a house full of furniture rent and that great formal dinner for the whole family, respect Hamina, respect. I mean, I think with Hamina, like she just was like, this guy wants to do this for me, so okay. And the minute he got was gross, and she was like, "No, I don't want it." Like he's making demands, and like it's just too much. You know, she was just like, "Nah, I don't want to do it. It's not worth it. Not worth it at all." I'm young and hot, so like, no, you know. And I could get hotter if I want to, so I'll just do that instead, and not spend the rest of my life with someone horrible. Like, listen, I care about my kids, you know, like, and you're not gonna throw my kids in my face. I know how to take care of them. I did before. I listen, it's hard to get work in Colombia. Like, I made money doing sex modeling or whatever, sex cam work on the internet. It's how I met this guy, and I can do it again and make money. It is not a problem. Probably I can make more money now because I could been on the show. You know? Okay, so now I think I talked about all the peeps. Am I right? I talked about them all. What do you guys think? I wasn't watching. Hey, we can watch a week. Yeah, that's all I have about 90 Day Fiance. We'll see what happens next week. Well, there was a preview, so it's actually not the tell all. Just kidding. So we'll see if there's, but it'll be 16. So I wonder if tell alls happen episodes 17 and 18. So we'll see. No spell of this app. Oh yeah, there was no. I kept feeling like, why am I missing someone? Yeah, there was no Spella. Thank God. I don't need no Spella. Yeah. I just got into this live. No. Expecting someone to clean her snot rat is just gross. You know, I don't think that he has some like growing up and some maturing and some like grace to move through, I think. And maybe that's for a lot of people. Maybe that's why, you know, a lot of people need some time before relationships. It's hard. Oh, yeah. Will you guys please like this video if you haven't yet? Like it. And then let's talk about Will Smith. I don't take any questions. We could talk about other things. Chris Rock. Yeah, I just feel like I deep dived and I was not watching it live, but like everyone says that there's like parts of it, everyone. But there are parts of it that are interesting that are fake looking. Like for instance, it looks like Chris Rock somewhat braces for it. But maybe he like knew it was happening. The whole thing is that Jada Pinkett Smith had said that she has alopecia, and Chris Rock, whether he did or did not know it, obviously made some joke. That was the dumbest joke about G.I. Jane 2. It was like not even a funny joke. I mean, truly a bad joke is, you know, especially for Chris Rock. But that there was also this weird backstory of the fact that when the Oscars happened, it was like Oscars So White that year, Chris Rock hosted and he had a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith being like, Jada Pinkett Smith was mad that was saying how she wouldn't go to the Oscars. That's like me saying that I wouldn't like be in Rihanna's vagina, two places neither of us were invited to, or something like that. I think I really ruined that joke. And so I think there might be that sort of backstory. But in this moment, it's weird because, yeah, like he says the joke, Will Smith laughs, then it cuts to Jada Pinkett Smith who's scouring, and then suddenly Will Smith just stands the F up and just approaches Chris Rock and just slaps him like almost like open-handedly. Chris Rock is just like there. And so many memes happen. One of my favorite things is that there are suddenly this picture all night being shown of like people's reactions, the stars' reactions to the slap. And one was a reaction from Nicole Kidman just being like, but later on today in Twitter, it was revealed that that picture, that reaction is just her seeing like Jessica Chastain from across the way. Of course, other things like Will Smith has like, obviously then like won the award for best actor and then like cried about it and then released a statement saying that he was sorry to Chris Rock and that he was just emotional and Chris Rock didn't press charges and then the Academy has to say that they don't condone violence and blah 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 blah. But okay, so Mickey thinks it was real. T Jones thinks it was fake. Oh, a lot of fake. I see it fake, 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 fake. Fake, 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 fake. Um, oh my God. I would press charges. The actor, super fake, fake. I think it's fake. And because there is just like I just have been on God's green earth too long. I've seen too many, again, I've said it, too many award shows, too many MTV Video Music Awards, stunt after kiss, after wardrobe malfunction, after I mean, come on, nothing happens on live TV like that. How could they? How could a seasoned actor who has been on sets, how could he just on television in a suit lose himself in the moment? Like, I just the only thing I can think of is like, unless you had showed me all night that this person was absolutely out of their mind, wasted. He thinks he purchased her. Oh, Jojo Baby. Yes, honey. You're talking about Mike and Hamina, right? Oh, yeah. No, Mike definitely thought that he purchased Hamina's whole life and the kids. That's another thing. I hate when he like thought to go back, but like when he keeps saying that he wants to get out of the kids, that's nothing. There's nothing creepier than that. Like to me, like no, no, they don't want to see you. They do not care about you. No recuerdo. They don't even know you. Thank you so much for that super chat though. Yeah, I really hate it. I hated it so much, Deep dive portal to the assertion that Will Smith did this in the name of Scientology. He didn't, but it's a huge theory. Well, okay, so then it started. Okay, so then I did go to Twitter, and Scientology was exploding, and I thought it was exploding because I thought Scientology, like one of its, I don't know, tenements, whatever, was like this higher emotional intelligence or IQ or way of processing emotions that free the photons from the body in such a way that being so moved by a GI Jane 2 joke to hit someone on national television doesn't seem like quite aligned, But if there is something that you think that I should look up, why would he do it in the name of Scientology? Unless Chris Rock made fun of Scientologists. Is that true? Didn't attach the Scientology link. Oh my God. No, I'm gonna come. Listen, I don't want them to come on my channel, honey. Kill me. I don't think that Chris Rock would stunt that slap. It's humiliating. Man slaps a man. I don't think so. It's on a award show, but it's like a live award show. Like I just can't get it past my bones that like such a thing would happen without it being planned, without ratings. Like the direct, I mean, like, cause it's like it's a gift from you couldn't if you asked Chris Rock. I'm sorry, if you asked Will Smith, listen, will you go in front of Craig's, this restaurant, and slap the shit out of Chris Rock? TMZ is going to be there. You in a billion years wouldn't think that Chris Rock and Will Smith would do it. But this is an even bigger stage. It is embarrassing for Will Smith, but there are, I feel like, a lot of people that I have read that have both sides or like that are like standing up for Will Smith, saying that like he shouldn't have come for Jada Pinkett Smith, and the thing about the thing I just told you about the Oscar so white year, and you know, like it's empowering to see a man stand up for his wife. Like I've seen literally every take, and I see the other take like you can't hit someone on national television and that he should press charges. Like all of it, I've read every take, I've seen it all. So it's like I don't know. People still watch the Oscars? Please, no. T. Jones, they weren't. Honey, they were not. But then that happened before Will Smith won. So that happened, and then people were like, what? And then more people tuned in to watch live, and then he won. And then he had a speech. I'm just saying. I wonder what the numbers were jumping from the moment social media, well, the moment after he slaps him, social media will start talking about it. It'll happen immediately. I wonder from that moment, the viewership to Oscars to like Will Smith winning. It had to have been a jump of 500%. Just throwing out a number. Ooh, look at this hot take. Jeff Jarrett is a professional wrestler. He analyzed the clip and he said it's fake. Ha 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 ha. Tee hee hee. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Ellie. Stunt. Listen, videos of the slap did 1.3 million in 4 hours. That's crazy numbers. I mean, just like every film, Will Smith was overacting, but the crybaby not apologizing, it felt very cowardly. It's remarkable. I mean, yeah, it's remarkably how immature, how stunted, how somewhat unhinged you could be to make that choice in the moment. I mean, because you really could just. Okay, so this is what you would do. I guess like you would have the joke happened and you would just be like the cameras would get you being like, and then when commercial airs, you would get up and then you would go talk about it and you'd say, apologize to my wife and me. We're sitting right in fucking front of you. Apologize for that very dumb joke, if you want to say it. And then the commercials would come back and Chris Rock would either choose to apologize or not. Right? But let's just say he did apologize. I think that would obviously be a better take than what had happened. But the take that happened is the $1 million moment. That's or $1 billion moment. Million view moment. Multi-million view moment. Definitely real. Then he said the F word twice. I know he said it. I know he was really acting. I love it. I love it. I mean, I'm so sorry. I know it's like bad to love it, but I love like everyone has different ideas. That part makes me happy, you know? Oh my God. Ramsterdam. Oh. Jarrett was the owner of TNA, a wrestling company in the 2000s. Chris Rock worked at TNA as a guest star. He knows how to fake it. Yeah, I mean, well, they all would. I mean, at this point, listen, like they would. I would feel like they would have gotten trainers to come in and like make them work on that slap. I would think. I don't know, my loves. What a crazy situation. It's just like, and he wins the Oscar too. And she's wearing that dress. So many things. I still didn't watch it. I don't care. I hate award shows. I just think that nothing is like, to me, nothing is like, sounds like more boring than fancy people, rich, fancy people getting together to give each other awards for something that like isn't curing cancer. It's just it's pretty to look at, nice to experience. Artistic, yes, but like I'm not saying they shouldn't have award ceremonies if they want to do it. I'm just saying I don't think that we all have to watch yours. Like do we televise the Nobel Peace Prize award ceremonies? We should. They have great speeches. Ugh, I don't care about these people's speeches. You know what's a fun thing to do? Go down a rabbit hole of like listening to good like Harvard or like commencement speeches at like colleges. Those are the things that are really useful, not just like egomaniacal, like artistic types, just like somewhat self-pleasuring themselves on stage that we all have to like sit there and watch holding a hard thing in their hands. So when August disrespected his wife, he didn't have the same energy for him. August disrespected his wife. I don't know who August is. Feels like Chris's response was real because he was told to be. Oh, my response, not my response. Because he was told to be expecting something crazy, but didn't know for sure. Yes. Typically men don't slap another man. No, yeah. No, that is true. Yeah, it wasn't. It was like a that. It wasn't that, right? It was like a. Yeah. No, I guess not. I have really been somewhat privileged to not experience much in-person fighting where like it's kind of like I haven't seen like yeah. And usually like women are like, right? Yeah. All right. Well, God bless. Oh, August entanglement guy. Oh, yes. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Sorry about it. Got it. And I'm dumb and I got it now. Yes. All you guys are like, Chris. Mad. No, I know. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me go back to the original comment. So yes. Okay, this is the last thing I'll say about it. You sure have invited a lot of eyes into your life, and eyes are attached to ears and noses and mouths. So sometimes if you let people listen to what's happening in your life, you have to then remember that ears are attached to eyes and a mouth. Red Table Talk is like all the business that we wanted and less and more, depending on who you are. I mean, like I don't know what to tell you. It's a lot of their business, and that is was an invitation. They invited us to sit at the red table and hear it all, or whatever. And there really is an age in social media, and Red Table Talk is, I think, a Facebook watch show of this just bear all mentality that is some sort of marriage between reality television and social media, where the content for social media, like a Facebook watch show, would then be a show about a family like not the Kardashians but the Smiths, who are friends with the Kardashians, who are fame family, who then let the public in on certain aspects of their life. They're all working, the kids, everything. We all Jade and Honey up and down from Will. They like they're not. It's a whole thing, all of them. And what you what people can talk about and say and what they can't is a gray, smudgy, blurry line because of what you have done and the choices you have made about how much of your life exists, which was so interesting because you had a whole movie life. You didn't have to do any of this. Like Will Smith is a whole ass actor. Jada Pinkett Smith like is a whole ass actress. Like, and so but they decided to like really just come at the red table talk thing with their entire, like life's blood laid bare, like their life's choices and the way their lifestyles. I mean, for us, though they don't talk about Scientology, it's just, it seems awkward and I wish it didn't happen. It makes me not want to know about them. It makes me want to know less. I'm someone who wants to know less. Watch Chris Rock get a Netflix special. You know what's so funny, Lynn J, is that I was driving to Palm Springs the other day, and Chris Rock had a night they're doing April 8th at a casino out in Palm Springs, like Fantasy Springs or like Agua Caliente, like one of those ones. And I was like, oh. And then when this happened, my first thought was those tickets are probably going to like go so high in price. I tell me from like, let's just see. They said that Will is going to do a red table talk mic drop. I mean, come on. I don't want it. That's come on. Does anyone know anyone who won an award other than Will? That's so funny. Okay. I love you guys. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that as I've gotten older, I just definitely could use a lot less of other people's business, which takes up space and energy to even know about it. I don't care about it. Life is so great and hard and taxing, and there's only so much time and energy you have that I don't like the audacity of someone thinking that I have to like take up so much of my time with them. No, no, that's quite enough. I'm good. That's it, my loves. That's all I really have for you on this Monday Eve. Is there anything else pressing that you want to say to me? I've so enjoyed this conversation and spending time with you. And oh my God, thank you so much for all my incredibly generous super chats. Come on, please. Of course, you can also always follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am at Chris L. Farah. The L is for Lebanese. Of course, if you'd like to Venmo me, you're welcome to me as well. I'm just regular old Chris Farah. There is no L there. What else, my loves? What else? That's it. That's all I have for these. Thumbs it up? Yeah, maybe. Thumbs it up. Yes, if you haven't yet, please thumbs up this video. Please like this video. Please, like if you think that you have a friend that would like to listen to me talk or ramble about this show, I mean, maybe send it, I don't know, or just like listen to it while you guys drive somewhere, I don't know, and then like make fun of me for saying like every other sentence. I mean, you do you. But I love you and I appreciate you guys being here and thank you so much. Okay. Let's take a breath. It's a Monday. We have a whole week. It is just barreling into April and spring. What a life. I'm so glad I get to share parts of my life with you guys, though. And I'm so happy that you guys are sharing parts of your life with me and just being here and hanging out with me, giving me all these great comments and talking to me. I love you guys. The best suggestion I was wait, what does it say? The best suggestion I saw was to watch your content while I sleep to help the algorithm. What? Watch my content while you sleep to help the algorithm. Like you just leave it going and it just plays it? Is that a TikTok thing? Or I'm sorry, how do you even find that out? That's really genius. That's really smart. It's a smart thing to do. Wow, if you want to do that, that'd be great. I love you. I even do when you're not here. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Oh my God. Yeah, that's smart. Okay, I didn't realize you mentioned that. I didn't realize I had never read that before. That's freaking so great. I mean, God bless. If you can do it, great. That's God bless. I mean, if you want to. All right, that's hilarious. I didn't think about that. That's just like a smart algorithm thing that I'm like, oh my God, that's yeah, if you want, listen, that's the hottest thing I ever heard. All right. Well, thank you for that amazing suggestion. Thank you so much for being here again. Listen, I love you guys so much and I appreciate everything. Your presence, again, your comments, your super chats, but honestly, just liking the video, subscribing to me, just like tuning in, just listening, just like doing whatever your life is, even if you never say a thing. The fact that you would even just like take time out of your incredibly blessed and beautiful life to hear some person like me ramble. My sentences just one into another, words hardly phonetically differentiated. I mean, it's not lost on me. Thank you so much. So, you know how it goes. Again, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am at Christelle Farah. I do have a private Facebook group that is Vanity Farah on Facebook. You can go. I sometimes post before I go live. And then other than that, you know, take care of yourselves. I really mean that. Stand up for what you believe. And make art. And find maybe a way for you to take care of others while making your art. Extra challenge. Because you can do it, and we got to keep it moving and keep progressing. Finding a way to help others while making your art. Whew. If you do that, then finally I will listen. If you do that, put on an award ceremony and I'll come to it, okay? I love you guys. Have a great one, okay? Sleep well or have a great day wherever you are. Bye.